Hey, I'm Tom from Pack Hacker, and in this video we are taking a detailed look at the Osprey Flare, which I've been testing over the course of the last 2 weeks. This is a campus-focused backpack, and I think it's a great value too. If you find this video helpful, give it a like and subscribe to our channel so we can keep making content to help you travel smarter. Let's jump in. To kick things off, let's talk about the water bottle pockets on the outside. These things are just gigantic. And as you can see on this side, it's not really holding my water bottle into place. It can really get jostled around there. This is like a 21-ounce hydro flask, I believe. But it doesn't really get very tight on the bottle itself. But that's why I like that they have these compression straps up here at the top. So I've just got my water bottle looped through there. This never fell out during testing. Although if I didn't have it looped through here, I would think that it probably could. So just note that if you have a huge Nalgene, it's gonna be right at home inside of this pocket. The compression straps themselves are helpful for both attaching gear like this and compressing the bag down if you want a bit of a lower profile look. However, they can obstruct that main zipper. So when we get into this main compartment, I'll show you how that works. Kind of blocks it off, which isn't ideal, but it's not too bad either. And there's a big pocket up here at the front. Right now, I've just got a wool buff down here and then some gloves, some fingerless gloves, so they're pretty compact and small. But I mean, this thing, again, really stretches out. So if you have like a hoodie or a jacket you just wanna stuff in there, that's definitely possible. And again, be careful about stuffing it too full because it kind of affects the interior of the bag and kind of can like press into the main compartment. However, it's just very stretchy. So if you have a ton of like exterior pockets on this thing, which really help, you know, if you wanna just like really load it out. And then we have some just additional attachment points up here at the top. I've just got a little travel towel here with a carabiner on it, but you have one on each side if you wanna take advantage of those. And last but not least, the feature that Osprey lovingly calls the blinky light attachment. So that's down here. So if you're riding a bike at night, you want to throw a light on your bag, that's totally good. Do people even use these if they're not biking? I don't know. But it's there if you need it, the blinky light attachment. So next up we have the harness system. As you can see, this bag is pretty far forward, so it's got a bit of a triangular shape. A lot of the main bulk of the bag goes on down here at the bottom. So I'm just going to try to hold it up a little bit while I'm explaining. This top handle is nice, padded, cushy to the touch. The only thing with it is that it can stick into your neck if you wear this bag a little bit higher, and I'll show you when I try it on. It's really annoying, to be honest with you. Straps themselves are nice and cushy. They're also well ventilated. You can see there are holes here in the foam, about as ventilated as it can get, especially with this back panel. You've got two little nylon straps here if you want to attach anything on the front, whether it's another blinky light or a little pouch or something of that nature, so you can have quick access to it right in front of you. That's what these here are for. Then we have just standard plastic adjusters at the bottom, nothing too special going on. There are no strap keepers on this bag though, so I do like when bags offer this as an option, like an elastic loop, just to keep things managed a little bit more, but that's not really an option here. And then we also have a very, again, ventilated AirScape back panel here. If it's hot outside, you're gonna get a sweaty back no matter what, but this does a really great job at ventilating. You can see like these holes that are pushed in. It's nice and plush, and this frame sheet has just enough to it to where it's not too flexible, but it's enough to make the carry more comfortable. I like to wear my bags slightly up higher like this. That's how most of them are designed to be carried. But when I do that, this thing can kind of stick into the back of my neck, depending on how high I have it. Now, if you're gonna wear it really low and loose, like, you know, some people on the campus do, like this, it's not as comfortable, it's bad for your back, but you're not gonna run into that thing sticking into the back of your neck. Also, I wanna note that it's just like a very comfortable carry outside of that little detail, which actually kind of drove me nuts as I was wearing it and testing it out. But other than this back loop here, sticking into your neck occasionally, it's a very comfortable fit, and I really enjoyed it, even loaded up with pretty heavy gear. There are two zippered pockets on the outside here that I want to start with. So this one up here This is kind of the sunglasses or tech pocket. It's very soft to the touch. It's got a really nice feel to this fabric inside of here. And what I end up doing is I'll just put stuff in here that I want quick access to. So whether it's my phone, my wallet, or my headphones, I like to have a dedicated place for these. The pocket itself goes down to about here. So you're not really gonna get, many issues with if this is full, this is gonna be harder to access. It does stop right about here, but it is amply sized as well. I really, really like this pocket. Next up, we can talk about this front pocket, which I do not like as much. So it opens horseshoe style, and this is as open as you're gonna get it. And as you can see, it's hard to see down to the bottom of this pocket. So I'll tell you kind of why that is and what to watch out for in a second. But it's got that same soft material here. Then we've got liner material on the back. 2 mesh pockets here, one with a key clip. So I've just got my keys in there. They fit really nicely in that mesh pocket. That mesh pocket, let me see if I can show you. I can't open it further than that, but you can see how far it goes down. This is a Field Notes notebook, which is a little bit taller than a passport, just to give you an idea of how deep these pockets go. Let me push that down to the bottom as far as I can. There we go. And it kind of almost obstructs the zipper here if you're not paying attention. So that's about the max height that you'd want to go there if you don't want that zipper area obstructed. And then I've just got like a battery in here as well. Now, you don't want to pack things that are too wide here, have too much depth, because you can block your ability to get down to the bottom of this pocket. I don't think this thing quite opens wide enough. So I'll talk about that in a second a little bit more. 2 places for pens here. I like that we have 2 elastic loops down here at the bottom. I think that really helps lock things in and keep them in. I haven't lost these pens like into the main area of the bag. That usually happens with bags when I'm testing them, but also sometimes I'm using a smaller pen. So these full-size pens, for a campus backpack, they fit nicely in here, which is great. And then zippered pocket, if we're gonna open that up, I'll just show you what I have inside. I've got like a hat folded down here, and just pull that out off to the side. And then this is where I opted to put my sunglasses, little tech bag, things like that. But I'm gonna put this back in because I wanna bulk this out. Items in here that I have in here aren't that bulky. If you have like an apple or a snack or something like that, it's zipped up. The more that's in here, whether it's that zippered pocket or this front pocket, the more it's gonna stick out, and even the main compartment, the more it's gonna stick out and make it hard to get down to that main area. So it's better if you pack flatter items here, but I've got a jacket down here at the bottom, and if I'm pulling it out, you can already see it upsetting these items a little bit up here at the top. But I'll try to give you a view down to the bottom, goes all the way down to the bottom of the bag. And I just have a packable jacket here. This is the Patagonia Nano Puff. So I'll set that off to the side now. If you have like a hoodie or something, that could go well in the pocket here. Maybe like a rain shell, if you don't need quick and often and access to it often, could work in that pocket as well. The main compartment opens up again horseshoe style. There's a little bit more room for the zippers here, but you can see that they can get obstructed by those compression straps there. So if I unclip these, you can go under them as well, but I'll just unclip them so we have good access. Set this water bottle down off to the side. Start that up. All right, so when this opens up, a little more room than the front pocket here, which I like. You can open it up and get a little better access to it. All the zippers on this thing are YKK, and I really appreciate that. Sometimes right around the price mark that the Flare is, companies can start using cheaper zippers. So I like that they opted for YKK here. Great zipper, the best out there for sure. All right, so opening this up, you can see that we have just basically a giant pocket down here at the bottom. So I've just got a couple of pouches, packing cube that I'll pull out, things of that nature. If you have textbooks, they're gonna go really well inside of this pocket too. And yeah, you have ample space there. You can see I left the that jacket inside of here so you can see just how it kind of bulges in and affects the space here. So you're gonna wanna be strategic with the way you pack, but even with that there, you can see this main compartment has some relatively good space on the inside. And in the back here, I've got my 16-inch MacBook Pro stuffed down here at the bottom. That is a beast, it's relatively heavy. There's a good false bottom here too, and that combined with the stiffness of the frame sheet is gonna help if the bag ends up dropping. You're gonna get some pretty good protection there so your laptop isn't just gonna slam right into the ground. So that's definitely helpful. Laptop pocket is at the back. You have this liner material on the sides. It's relatively padded here too. Then we've got like a little reinforced kind of somewhat stiff top here just to give it a little bit of structure. That's like another sleeve. It goes down to the bottom. Maybe you have some documents or a folder that you want to stick in here. And then there is this padded kind of felty pocket up here in the front. It's got that same liner as we saw in the front pocket, so it's nice and soft to the touch. That's good for like a tablet or something of that nature. I've just got an e-reader in here as well. So that's gonna wrap up the tour of the features. Overall, I think this is a great bag, very comfortable to wear, but a couple of issues with that front pocket there. And then this on the back, just being a little bit sticking into your neck depending on how you're wearing it. So there you have it, the Osprey Flare. Thanks for keeping me here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel. We'll see you in the next video.